What's up, everybody out there in podcast land? This is the Midnight Turnaround, and I know you're cleaning your ears out as I'm getting a text message so rudely sent to me during my monologue of this podcast. You're cleaning your ears out going, whoa, what is this? The Midnight Turnaround? It's February. Where you guys been? We've been doing things. We've been waiting. You're putting out Facebook posts saying, we're coming. Well, let me tell you this, folks. It has been a long month into 2013. We've got some new things coming. We are going to be releasing more episodes. The reason I'm alone right now is Victor and I, who were texting all day long, and we were, let's get together. Let's put something out, something small. Let's just do something. Give the people what they want, is what we were saying. We could hear civil unrest. We were hearing civil unrest from the people. We want the Midnight Turnaround to come back. And you know what? We were going to give you what you want. Here's the thing, folks. Life happens, which is why it's February, and I'm just now getting to recording anything. Let me tell you the main reason why. The main reason why we didn't do anything is because my wife needed the folding table for wrapping presents in December, which is hilarious because we all know that here in the Banana Mike Studios, where we record the Midnight Turnaround, the reason why it's a renovated studio is because we got a folding table. Okay? So if you don't have a folding table, you don't have a podcast studio. So we were using that to wrap Christmas gifts, and it took a while to get it back into the studio, which now it is. The studio is back in full effect. So Victor and I. Ooh, grammar, you got me. Shit. Okay, we've been texting all day. He had to go to dinner with his parents. I had things to do. I had things to do around here, and we couldn't make it happen. We could not make it happen together. It's been a few weeks of us trying to get things together, and here I am, alone. I didn't even tell him that I'm going to put this out. I didn't run it by him. I didn't bounce it off of him and say, what do you think if I just do one by myself? And just to keep the people, their mouths are watering. I said, Vic, their mouths are watering. They need something. Okay. So I didn't run it by him. I'm just going to do it. And he might have something to say about it later, but I don't care, because that's how this podcast is going today. So you're saying to yourself, Aaron, we haven't heard from you since before Thanksgiving, and we had a Thanksgiving show in the bag, and I didn't put it out. I was lazy, very lazy. Wasn't 100% thrilled with it. And as you know, we don't put anything out unless we're 100% thrilled with it. So I didn't. I sat on it. And I said, I'll do it next week. Boom. All of a sudden, it's Christmas. Oh my gosh, we got to put out a Christmas episode. We got to say Merry Christmas. And let me tell you, and by the way, the reason why I felt like we needed to give you something is because we lost a like on Facebook. We were at 70. We've been holding 70. And all of a sudden I look and it's 69. So that tells me people are sick of it. They're sick of liking a page that nothing's happening on. So that's the reason why I'm here. I was going to give you a Christmas episode. Life happens. It just does. I get busy. This podcast is free for you to listen to. You know, it's easy for you to click download. But there are hours and hours and hours of editing to make it what it is. Because we don't put it out if we're not 100% thrilled with it. We've had episodes. We've had multi-hour episodes. And we listen back and it says, and I say, you know what? How thrilled are you with it? And we come to a consensus and we say, 94%. We're only 94% thrilled with this episode. We put all that time and work into it. And editing and it's only at 94. So you know what we do? Throw it in the trash can. We don't care. We're not going to give you something we don't love. Okay, this is 2013. There are 30 million plus podcasts, as I read on fakestats.com. Fakesurveystats.com tells me there's 30 million podcasts. And so I'm going with it. I'm pleased with myself for that one. Anyways, there's a lot of podcasts. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people getting paid to do this, and we aren't. So we throw it in the can and say, you know what? Hit record, rewind it up. We need more magic. We need to sprinkle more magic, more comedy, more entertainment. Step it up a notch. And so, in short, or in very long, depending on how you think this explanation is, that is where we have been. It's been a little hiatus. There has been a shakeup in the cast of the Midnight Turnaround. I'll get to that. And Vic and I will touch that on the next episode as well. But here's the thing. Life happens, folks. And if you stuck with us from the beginning and up until this point, people got to work. People don't always have time to come do a free podcast because they have lives. You know, they have lives like you have lives. Do you have time to just put 100% thrilling material together? I don't think you do. So, it's going to be probably Victor and myself for the majority of all these podcasts. Now, we have plans on bringing in musical acts if they answer our emails. We have had a lot of interest. Hey, I want to be on the podcast, man. How do I get on? I'm like, long hours and multiple auditions. Send me your resume. Send me your demo tape. Demo tape. Send me a cassette tape with your recorded resume on it, and we will comb through it. I mean, we will get all of our combs out. We'll get them all out. We're going to line you up and line you up. Too far, Aaron. Too far. Okay. People have shown interest to be on the podcast, yet and still, we say, hey, you want to be on the podcast? This is the day. This is the time. Let's do it. And we don't get anything back. We get lots of first interest, lots of, hey, I'd love it. They say they love it. I mean, when I say I love something, I'm pretty dedicated to it. You know, my dog, my wife, my kid. When I say I love something, I'm going to follow through. So they say, I'd love to do your podcast. So that says, I'm going to do it come hell or high water, or hell and high water. Gives a shit. They don't care. I don't care. We do podcasts hell or high water and high water. Oh, this is going off the rails. Okay, for a mini-sode. This is just a mini-sode. So I'm updating you. We are planning on having people in maybe play some music for us, maybe people that tell jokes for a living. We are hoping to expand into some Skype world so that if someone can't physically be here in the Banana Mike Studios, we can still connect to the world. That's what we're working on for you. That's why we had to take a hiatus, but not so much all that. More like we got busy, didn't have anything, and we didn't have any time. Anyways, are you guys still listening? Are you still there? I hope so. You know what I did today? This will be it. I'll cut it short after this. Anyways, I downloaded the new iOS onto my iPhone, and I was very nervous about doing it. I was on like the 4th iOS, and they just released the 6th iOS 6. So I really was negligent, and I didn't want to upgrade. I didn't know why I didn't want to upgrade, but then all of a sudden all my apps kept saying, well, you can't download this unless you have the new iOS. So that started pissing me off. People said it's very easy, very easy. And I looked on YouTube, and it looked easy. And then you read all the YouTube comments of the people that are like, this destroyed my phone. I was never able to use my phone again. And you know what? I bit hook, line, and sinker. I was like, you know what? I don't want to destroy my phone. Not doing it. Not gonna do it. I'm happy. Happy with what I got. So, stopped in the Apple store yesterday. Talked to a guy with crazy hair. Worked there. I like that everyone at the Apple store wears hoodies. It's so chill. You're kind of like, I'd like to see a tie. No, I'm kidding. I like it. But the guy had crazy hair. Looked at the iPad mini, which looked awesome. I mean, it looks awesome. I don't have an iPad because I'm poor. They don't pay me to podcast, folks. They don't pay me to podcast. So, hang on a second. This is going to be loud in the background. Hang on. Okay, got it. I wanted to see the waves recording. I wanted to see them, and the screensaver came on. So I had to hit the mouse with a figurine from across the room. Okay, talked to the guy with funky hair for about 10 minutes about what to do. And he's just like, it's so easy. Just go into iTunes, click this, click that. It's so easy. It downloads. Takes a half an hour. Wrong. It does not. It took about 2 hours because I had to download iTunes. I had to download iCloud. It was a process, but it's done. And I like it so far. It has a separate podcasting app, which I would recommend if you listen to a lot of podcasts like myself. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. This is one of the rudest. I'm sorry. Okay, we're getting into full episode territory, so I'm going to cut this short. iOS 6. I like it. I'm going to keep it because I can't go back now. And if you're listening to this, if you've made it this far, check it out. Midnight Turnaround at gmail.com. Send us an email. We haven't gotten an email in a long time. Facebook.com/Midnight Turnaround. That's our Facebook page. We are going to be doing updates. We're going to put up some new pictures. We're going to make it fancier than it is now. Hopefully act like we give a shit about this podcast in 2013. We're off to a huge start. Not putting a podcast out for a month into the year. We are off and running. Now that everything's hooked back up, we should be okay. We should be better off for the future. We just have to sync up people's schedules. Okay? So, thanks for tuning in to the Mini-sode, and we hope that you share this and hope you like us on Facebook, and we hope that 2013 has started off well for you. Can't say it's going too bad for me so far. There's, 330 some days left of 2013. Wait, 365. Yeah. Okay. My math was good on the fly. Whew. Thank you, 4th grade, for teaching me how to do that on the fly. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you soon. Peace. Hard to sign off a podcast by yourself.